Junie B. Jones is not a crook. Written by Barbara Park. Chapter 1. No Good Reason. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice. Except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. Here is a story for you. It is called, Once Upon a Time, my grandfather named Frank Miller went to the store and he bought me some mittens. Once upon a time, my grandfather named Frank Miller went to the store and he bought me some mittens. They are made out of black furry fur. And guess what? It was not even my birthday, or Christmas, or Valentine's Day. Plus, the mittens were not even on sale. Grandpa Miller just bought them for no good reason. And that is the bestest reason I ever heard of. That's how come I love that guy very much. Plus also he can skip. The end. I like that story a real lot. 'Cause guess why? I didn't even make it up. That's why. That adventure actually happened to me. My Grandpa Miller really did buy me mittens for no good reason. And they are gorgeous, I tell you. When I first opened them, I got filled with glee. Glee is when you run, and jump, and skip, and laugh, and clap, and dance on top of the dining room table. Then your mother takes you down from the table, and she carries you to your room for a timeout. Timeout kills the glee. I wore my new mittens the whole entire morning. Plus also I wore them to afternoon kindergarten. I wore them with my attractive winter jacket. Only it wasn't actually cold out. Only who even cares? Because that outfit looked very beautiful together. I showed my mittens to my bestest friend named Grace. Also, I showed them to a variety of strangers. After I got to school, I held my hands over my head, and I runned all over the playground. Look, everybody! Look at my new mittens! My Grandpa Frank Miller bought them for no good reason. I waved them all around in the air. How many children can see these lovely things? Raise your hands, I hollered. Nobody raised their hands. How many children think these mittens are gorgeous? Please come forward, I yelled. Nobody came forward. I put my hands back down and walked at Grace. I couldn't create any interest, I said very glum. Only guess what? Just then, I spotted my other bestest friend named Lucille. I ran my fastest to greet her. Lucille, Lucille, look at my gorgeous new mittens. See them? They are made out of black furry fur. Lucille petted them. My family has lots of fur, she said. My mother has a fur cape, and my aunt has a fur jacket, and my uncle has a fur hat. Plus my Nana just bought a brand new mink coat. Only she can't wear it outside the house, or else people will throw paint at her. My mouth came all the way open. Why, Lucille? Why will people throw paint on your Nana? I asked. Lucille crossed her arms. Don't you know anything, Junie B. Jones? It's because people who love furry animals don't like them being made into coats for Nanas. Just then, I felt a relief in me. 'Cause I'm not even a Nana, that's why. And besides, my mittens aren't even made out of real furry animals. They are made out of fake furry animals. And those kind don't even count. All of a sudden, the bell rang for school. I zoomed to my room like a speeding rocket. 'Cause guess why? More people to show my mittens to. That's why. Chapter 2. Fur Hands. I showed my mittens to my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. Feel them, Mrs., I said. Feel how soft they are. I rubbed them on her face. Ooh, they are soft, Junie B, she said. Be sure and put them in your jacket pocket so they won't get lost, okay? I skipped, very happy, to my seat. Yeah, only I'm not even going to lose them, I said just to myself. I am going to wear them right on my hands the whole live long day. 'Cause I love these guys, that's why. I took off my attractive winter jacket and sat down at my table. Then I tapped on Lucille with my furry mittens. Hello, how are you today? I have fur hands. See them, Lucille? See my hands of fur? I flew them in the air. This is what fur hands look like when they're flying in the air, I said. I waved hello. This is what fur hands look like when they're waving hello, I said. Lucille did a frown. You're being annoying, she said. That's how come I turned around and I smiled at a boy named William. I have fur hands, William. See them? See my fur hands? I tapped on his head. This is what fur hands look like when they're tapping you on your head, I said. Just then, I got up from my chair, and I skipped to my boyfriend named Ricardo. I tickled him under the chin with my softy hands of fur. This is what fur hands look like when they're tickling you under your chin, I said. Then I grinned and grinned, 'cause that boy brings out the best in me, that's why. Pretty soon, Mrs. saw me out of my seat. She held my hand and marched me back to my table. This is how fur hands look when they're marching to my table, I said. Mrs. plopped me in my chair. Then she pulled off my fur hands, and she put them on her desk. I did a sad sigh. This is how fur hands look when they're no longer in my possession, I whispered to just myself. After that, I put my head on my desk and covered up with my arms. And I didn't come out for a real long time.